back there? All clear. We woke up at 5. I'm not sure what time it is now. But we just backed out of our split, our wall, and Chris just turned.
You excited?
I am very excited. I love New York.
I'm talking about the danger of going offshore.
Oh, I am nervous about going offshore.
And ending up in Iceland.
No, I'm not worried about ending up in Iceland until you just said that.
Sorry.
We left Atlantic City. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock and took quick showers and got off. So I've been nervous the whole time. I was not nervous on our way to Atlantic City. We were offshore then too. But I have been nervous the whole way so far. We're about an hour and a half in, maybe more than that. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes in to our trip. We're offshore. We're in the Atlantic. I can see shore. I'm not worried about that. But it's rolling today. I think it said that the swells are 2 feet. But Chris keeps telling me this is flat calm. I'd go fishing in this. So I don't know. I'm just really nervous. But we're not the only people out here. We're the only people on Nebo out here. But there's there's a trawler that's over there to our port side, and then we're coming up on 2 sailboats that are ahead of us. So once I saw that other people were out here, I was less nervous. So this is me less nervous. But I'm still, it's not the most enjoyable day that I've had. We're going all the way to Staten Island. That's our goal in one swoop. Because tomorrow the winds are supposed to pick up tomorrow. So we want to go ahead and get this done all at one time. So maybe I'll feel less nervous as we go along. I don't know. The winds aren't bad. The winds are supposed to get up to like 11 miles an hour at about 1 o'clock. But the auto route says that we'll be there by 2. So I can do an hour, but I think it's going to be okay. I think I'm really nervous, and we're in the Atlantic. I am cold, so Chris would cut me my blanket. But and then he said we're in the Atlantic Ocean's cold, so I'm gonna be cold. So, and he's making me drive for a while, or making me be in charge for a while. I'm on the lookout for nets and trash in the water.
And whales.
Oh, and whales. We've seen dolphin. We've seen lots of dolphin. They're small. Chris said these are the ocean dolphins. So we've seen a lot of dolphin, but I guess they don't know about boats because they haven't come running towards us. As the day progressed, I did get less nervous. It really wasn't bad at all. As you can see, it's the waves are nothing for the most part, and I don't know. I just was just emotional that morning, I guess. Then we saw a whale spout right in front of us. The GoPro really did not do this justice. We were able to see the whale, and as I was panning across, I could see him just under the water. I was hoping he would come back up so I could get more video of him, but it was unbelievable. We ended up that day getting to Great Kills Yacht Club in Staten Island, which was a great stay.
The next day we took the Staten Island ferry over to Manhattan, and the ferry ride was nice across the channel, saw the ferries, and we got to Wall Street, looked around there, went and had lunch at a nice place. Then we made it over to the World Trade Center Memorial, which was very nice.
Very well done.
Yeah, very well done. They have a museum there, and there's the monument to the South Tower. And it was very well done. The highlight for me of the memorial was this tree. It was the original tree that the Trowers fell on, and it was burned and all the limbs were ripped off it, and they took it away, dug it up, and 12 years they nursed it back to health and pruned it and grew it and then put it back here. And it's really symbolic of how this whole area has rebounded. The people of New York have rebounded from all this. I mean, it's hard to believe that tree was just a nub. It's grown back. One morning I got up early and I looked out back, and there was this little family of swans swimming around the boat, and they were just so cute.
They're like little puffballs.
They were cute. Laura had warned me. She said there's swans out there, but she didn't see the babies.
We enjoyed our time at the Great Kills Yacht Club, and we highly recommend staying there for loopers. The people were just wonderful and very nice. We exited from Great Kills, and we got into the Hudson River, and we're headed towards Manhattan, New York City. We were able to cruise really close to the Statue of Liberty, which was a beautiful sight.
And then it was on to Manhattan. This is the lower Manhattan. Battery Park is to the right there, and that big tall tower is very near the monument to the 9/11 monument, the World Trade Towers. But we headed on up the river all the way to the end of Manhattan, and then the views changed. It was really pretty. It became part of the Palisades.
I've never been north of New York City, and once we got past probably Yonkers, it became so much natural beauty. Nature and the Palisades were there, and it was just a beautiful sight to see.
It was so pretty, I just said, I'm going to go out and stand out on the deck and soak it all in, and it was breathtaking.
We arrived at Half Moon Bay Marina in Croton on the Hudson, and then we found out that the next day there was going to be a flea market called the Elephant Trunk, and Chris lost his mind. He has always wanted to go to this. It was really impressive. There was rows and rows of just great stuff.
Sorry, go ahead. Okay.
I'm going to take a video of him because he's like in heaven. Oh, my husband right there. No.
Well, it was Mother's Day at the flea market, and I figured since Laura gave it up for me to go to Elephant Trunk that I should put a picture of a Mother's Day. This is our son Zale. Happy Mother's Day.
One of the perks of being at Half Moon Bay Marina is it is really close to a train that goes back into Manhattan. So we took the train one day and went back to the city and did more sightseeing.
And we're such rubes that we take a video inside the train. Never seen a train in Houston.
But again, it's a beautiful view. Goes right along the river. And Chris was very excited about being in Grand Central Station. I said, wait a minute, you're going to see this beautiful area. So he took video of that too.
Yeah, I've never been to Grand Central Station. I've never read any of this stuff, so it was all cool. And then we took a hop-on, hop-off bus that the guy just flies right to take my hat off. It would have been blowing away.
We did the downtown route. So we saw a lot of things. And then we stopped off at Chinatown and
Had lunch.
Had lunch.
And looked around a little bit and wandered around, and they're selling stuff everywhere. It was a real treat for me. And then we made our way towards Little Italy.
And had dessert.
We had some gelato and cannolis. And then we finished the day
in Times Square.
Times Square. It was really, I thought there was a road that you drove on. I've seen traffic, but I guess they've closed it all off, and now it's like a big plaza where people go and dance, and there's people listening to music, and the videos are blaring everywhere. So it was a great day.
It was a really great time. And the last time I was here in Times Square, it was not this plaza. So it was nice to see this. I've heard about it. So please join us again next week as we travel north towards Poughkeepsie. Yeah.
With Zale and Bree.
Yeah, and Zale's coming. We're so excited. So please like our video and subscribe and leave comments. We love seeing your comments. And if you're interested, Chris has a little segment here at the end of all the good junk that he bought at the Elephant Trunk.
Well, if you're interested in what I bought at the Elephant Trunk sale, I'll show you here. First, I bought this old hammer for $2, which is, you think, why do you want an old hammer? But usually when you see these big hammers, they have the hammer side, and then they have a ball on this side called a ball peen for rounding things. But this one has like a chisel point, and the handle is good. So this will be restored, and it'll be a perfect hammer. Then I paid a couple bucks for this. This is a box of old taps. This is what you use to cut screw threads into something. And this has like 15, but the thing is they have the little bitty ones, which we don't ever see those very often. And I think I paid $2 for that whole box. It's a very good deal. Then I bought this old right angle gauge because it's perfect for my little travel woodworking kit, because there's no adornment on it. There's no level or match. It's all just steel, no aluminum, and it's plain and simple. I paid a couple dollars for that. And I bought a little wine bottle opener that slides in and out of this little wooden thing. This will be perfect for my 1920s camper kit. I have no idea what this is. A distillery. I bought a breaker bar, a vintage breaker bar for $1. Craftsman. Haven't got the date on this one yet, but I'll figure it out. It is a V series, but it's worth 15 to 20 bucks minimum. Then this is the second of the jewels. This is a Craftsman 1930s, maybe into the early 40s, open 1/4-inch ratchet. These are very rare. Some of these go for well over $100. Paid $1 for it. And the jewel of the day is a British Army officer's brass compass. Looks all nasty and probably I'll leave it the way it is. But these are $100 also. This is a very fine officer's British Army compass. Trying to turn it around quickly and see if I can get it to show. No. It's made in England. And when you close it, it locks. Doesn't make any noise. But that's, two things that would have Each would have been close to $100 each, right there. And I paid $8 for this. I paid $1 for this. $1 for this. I think I paid a quarter for that. This might have been $5. This was $5. The level was $5. This was $2 or $3, and this was $2 or $3. All cool stuff. Perfect for my collection.